Welcome everyone and welcome to All In, All United.
Remember the comment you made?
I thought from varsity.
Run Ryan.
Ryan.
And everything. You have players out there.
I think the fellas will take it more serious.
No way. What grade?
That one.
Yes, because at the end of the day, right now, Manchester United are
Unmute myself and let's get this show on the road. It's amazing how everybody start flooding in when the things start, boy. Anyway, let me just get this light ready. What the hell? That look better now. All right, perfect timing. Let me add you guys here as well. Well, Reem got me hosting tonight, and tonight is going to be a good night because I guess the number for tonight is the number 4. Number 4. Everybody could be asking, what does the number 4 have to do with it? It's the number of wins we have gotten in a row, more than we've had under Ruben Amorim, right? Pardon me.
Who's that?
I know, right? Yeah, I totally forgot to mention the previous regime or the previous manager. Let's put it that way. Let's call it PM. And PM is not prime minister. PM is previous manager. Let's put it that way, right? So anyway, as always, good night to everyone. Welcome to All In, All United on this lovely Saturday night. And for the last 4 weeks as a Manchester United fan, we have been basking in glory. We have been reminding certain fans in London about what Manchester United is about. But just let's just fast forward to today, where we played another team in North London that used to be our bogey team. I think the last time we got a win against these guys was probably 2023. And lo and behold, I wasn't nervous. I saw who is at the wheel for us. I can't believe it's not Scholes. But you know what? I can't discuss it by myself. JP, Simeon, and Chef, how are you guys doing tonight?
I a little too good, yes, because I tell him Reem after the match, the arrogance starting to come through my veins again, but I need to take it down, boy. I starting to remember my days a Fergie being the manager. You know, it is like the football, I enjoy the football. I loving watching Manchester United play again. And I can't remember the last time I felt that way. Like I actually looking forward to matches, and in the week when we do have a game, it's like, wait, but this whole week I can't wait to watch this team play again, right? That's how I feel it now, and I can't tell you how good that is. Like just having that feeling. Can't wait to watch your team play football again. I used to dread watching us play earlier, and I used to look for entertainment elsewhere. Now I don't care. I watch United play good.
I totally agree. We don't have to wait that long to see Manchester United play again because we are back in action on Tuesday away to West Ham. But we'll talk about that later on in the pod. Simeon or Chef, how has your last 3 to 4 weeks been, or how have you been doing this weekend so far?
Man, it's been hard, man. I'm so used to being negative. You know, it's hard to find negativity with this run of games. Nah, I mean it's hard. You know, even today, you know, we played Tottenham, and that's been a hard team for us to play. All kind of nonsense happening with this team, and I had to work today, so I was mad. Normally I had to work. I ain't worried. I ain't gonna miss anything with this team. But today, I want to watch this team, and like I was watching up to the part where Romero got a red card, I had to go. I had to go and get serious at work, and I was like, okay, well, normally I would say, we go find a way to mess it up, but my head say, nah. I think we go. I think we have this. This game is over. I don't know where that positivity came from. I don't know where all this trust that we long lost trust we had in our team coming back from, but it's there. It's hard to put down. I just knew we were going to win this game. I don't know if it's the players or Carrick, or I mean it's both, but I didn't see his team losing this game today. I don't see his team losing many games. In for the rest of the season if we can continue, this way. So it's hard to explain, the turnaround, that we see not just in the team, but in the mood around the whole club. But I'm here for it. It's been too long. I don't know how long it will last, but it's good to see other team fans, look at us, and having issues. We ain't being laughed at like we used to. So I taking it. I taking it.
Yeah. I feel so bad for these rival fans who have to press the backspace button on their keyboard. I feel so bad, but it is what it is. Chef, last person on the block. How have you been for the last 3 to 4 weeks? How have you been this weekend?
It's amazing how sports, that little ball, white and black ball, could affect life. Well, some of you all would know. Thank you. Let me start by saying thanks for all that reached out to me. My grandmom passed away last couple of days, and it's
Sorry to hear that. Condolences.
It's been tough because I grew up with my grandmother. So actually, I grew up in the house. It's been tough losing a parent, and between juggling that and then juggling work because it's carnival. You know how it
Correct.
goes as a caterer is work nonstop, which I'm thankful for, God knows. And then, with this now. But I'm not lying to tell you, if it's one thing making me smile right now, is that team in the red. Well, most of you all would know, Jet. I swear I started to hate this team, Like I started to detest everything Manchester United, and I couldn't take watching football. I couldn't take hearing the team, and lo and behold, the amazing Mumford, aka Michael Carrick, come and Jed. I looking forward this morning. We always cussing up God when we get the first game for the weekend. That's sour in the whole weekend. Bruh, I was up at 4 this morning and doing my stuff. And at 7:45, I put on my thing to watch the pre-match, and I just did not have a shred of doubt we was winning today. And not even fronting. I have two partners as Tottenham fans. Yeah, it's actually how Trinidadians is Tottenham fans.
Why?
And I told, well, both one actually lives in that area in London, and one went to school in that area. So that's their reason for becoming Tottenham fans.
Okay.
Yeah. And I told them, I said, bro, we beaten all this weekend. I guarantee you. And he said, dog, stop talking, do this. I said, all right, 500. And what? I said, $500. We beaten all you this week, pal. He said, I'm taking that bet. So I just laugh. I message him, I say, no, when the Saints go marching in singing today, boy. Not all when the Saints jackass talk, not today. Dan, we just looking good. It according to JP, cause that old arrogance starting to creep in there. But I trying my best. I trying my best to take it one game at a time. One game at a time. But I tell you, when I watch that fixture list, bro, as Simeon say, I just based on what I seen right now, I just don't see this team losing much games for the rest of the season. That might be the Manchester arrogance. That might be just madness. That might be overconfidence. But it is what it is.
Yeah, true. I'm feeling good. I think I'm not a big fan of tests, but Michael Carrick has been put through 4 tests. Manchester Derby, 2-0. Going away to Arsenal at the Emirates, 3-2. Fulham, because I say Fulham was a test because we know that Manchester United shows up for the big teams. Now it's on to Fulham. Small team, not as big as obviously Manchester City and Arsenal, but we will show up against the big teams and then we'll do some BS versus the small teams. 3-2. And then the 4th team, bogey team that has been in our side for at least a good 2-3 seasons, beat us in the Europa League final. Another test, right? And I think every single game going forward is a test for Manchester United, right? And I'm feeling good. Feeling really good because at the end of the day, as JP mentioned, the old arrogance. And not only as fans, but I think this is something that I realize the admins of the Premier League X channel, they kind of like this as well too, because I realized many years ago, the admins of FA Cup, of FA Emirates, when we won versus Man City, for at least a good 3 months, they replayed that final over and over and over and over again. I've never seen that with any other team that has won the FA Cup. They'll replay it for maybe a week, couple of weeks, and then on to the next thing. And now, Manchester United with this swagger, Mikel Carrick at the wheel. So, long may this continue. I can do opposite to that fellow United strand. I will cut my hair when United loses. Let's go with that. I will cut my hair when United loses. I'm doing the opposite to United strand. Anyway, got a couple of comments and then we will go into a few things we'll discuss tonight. Arun is saying, good night, fellas, and a good night to you as well. Arun.
Good night, Arun.
Next comment from Arun again. He's saying, sorry, my condolences to Chef. Yep. You're sending all condolences to Chef. Anyway, as I mentioned, Spurs, our bogey team over the last 2 seasons, beat us in the Europa League final. I think the consensus on the panel is that I think all of us were confident today that we would beat Spurs. But there were different reasons why people thought that we would beat Spurs, but I think we can all agree on one reason. The different reasons I was hearing was, well, Spurs had 11 to 12 guys out and Spurs playing a roll of shit, and there's toxicity in the Spurs dressing room with Romero going on social media talking about the board should be doing better in the transfer window. But I think we can all agree that there's some sort of swagger, there's some sort of chemistry, in this United squad, right? I gotta ask a question to you guys. Why weren't we seeing this under the previous manager? I can start with you first, Simeon.
Who knows? I mean, seriously. When you look at the type of passing men doing on this team today, and in the last few weeks, the kind of passing, passing triangles around other teams. But Amram system, they couldn't make a simple pass. I mean, they couldn't put 2-3 passes together. I know it's a different system, and I know it's confidence and being comfortable, and stuff. But I mean, who know? It couldn't be that bad. It couldn't be that of a difference. I mean, I have no answer. I have no answer for you. I mean, obviously, if we could say if a coach come in and make the fellas feel, use the word comfortable and give them a system they comfortable with, that would obviously make a big difference. But the levels, it's totally different places you're seeing out there, and I Ruben Amram had to be. I know we a lot of people. We don't talk about him nicely here, but he had to be a real kind of crack a hole for that to be the reason that we saw. I mean, I can't accept it. As much as we want to blame him, I look at the difference. No, we laughing, but you see kind of passing we doing. You see how that man played, that man back passing and flicking and playing with a team. No, that
So
man
you're saying that Ruben Amram didn't allow the guys to express themselves and have a system in place.
Bruno said it.
Say what?
Bruno said that. Bruno actually said he didn't. I mean, obviously he didn't say Amram wasn't doing it, but Bruno said that there's a freedom that the players have to express themselves.
Well, I have a quote from Bruno Fernandes that Reem wanted me to talk about. I didn't put it on the screen, but I'll read it off. It says here, Bruno Fernandes on what has changed at Manchester United. Michael Carrick came in with the right ideas of giving the players the responsibility and freedom. He's very good with words. I was sure he would be a good manager, and he has shown it. Does that correspond to how we're playing in the last couple of games, JP?
Yeah, definitely. I think you could see the first. I think the answer before going to the answer to the question you asked before is square pegs, round holes.
Yeah.
Amram had players in positions where they weren't comfortable playing. Look at Dallo, for example. Like Dallo is looking so much more comfortable, and I was comparing Dallo to like a Gary Neville. Gary Neville wasn't no superstar right back.
Nope.
He wasn't the greatest right back. He was a simple right back who did his job in a world-class team.
No, but playing simple football hard to do it. Playing simple football, a player playing simple football will look way better than a player that try in the world at things and again through. If you do the basics correctly, you'll look good. And that way Gary Neville was to do.
No, that's right, and that's how he has built on developing better play, and I think that's what you're seeing with Carrick, because the players comfortable in the positions that they're playing in, you get any best out of them, and I think it's so simple with how much more compact the team is when we defend, and you're seeing these spaces closed down, and that's something I noticed like really on with Carrick. It's just you see how like they play much more compact. I look at Kobe and Casemiro together, and they're never too far apart from each other. And there's something is basics of football that being implemented on real football. And keep talking about the partnerships. You have partnerships all across the field. You have the centre back partnership. You have the midfield partnership. You have the partnerships that are forming up front.
But remember, JP, remember when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was at the wheel, and a lot of us, and even most of the fan base, were talking like Lisandro Martinez and Harry Maguire couldn't play together. Why all of a sudden, JP, they are able to play together?
Them could have always play together, you know.
No. Under Ole, they were saying that.
Ole never coach Martinez.
No, with Martinez, it was under
the law.
Yeah.
No, but Ten Hag never really play Maguire, no, remember he's the one who stripped Maguire the captaincy and do all kind of thing. He ain't really play Maguire.
No. Yeah, he did. There was a defensive partnership.
Nah, he had. Let me tell you, he had Varane and he had. If I go back, he had Varane and he had Martinez, and that was to be said. He never really play Harry.
But Varane was injured as well too.
Right, but what he never really play Harry.
Yes, he did. I'm telling you. I'm not
No,
asking
he play, but not as to how he play, like how Carrick using him and every game and thing. It wasn't like that. Because Harry was bad on all this season. When he kicked Ronaldo in the head and thing, when he go in for the corner and everybody was bashing him and thing, and from then Harry gets sidelines, and when Ten Hag come out the same thing. I remember in pre-season Harry started a game and a quarrel with the man and kind of thing.
Yeah,
I mean, Harry.
I remember all that.
I mean, everybody played on a Ten Hag because everybody was injured.
Everybody.
It was all kind of pairings. They tried all kind of things, so they all played together. But that Martinez Maguire thing was a big talking point back in the day. It was tough.
It wasn't working when they played together, but now you're seeing. I think the players, you're just getting the best out of them right now. I think that's as simple as it is. I don't know what he's doing that he getting the best out of them, but I just think there's a confidence coursing through the team, and you know what, we can't underestimate the disposition of the manager on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Amremi looks like a defeated man, and like everything went wrong, and Carrick is just cool, calm, and composed, and
he just Michael Carrick in the thing.
Exactly, just that's how he played the game.
Calmest thing. But
I can tell you something. I can tell you something now before I let you land, Chef. I was watching the match today, and there was only one manager yapping from the sideline, and that was Thomas Frank. And all my Garrett was watching. Garrett has his hand behind his back, and his head is doing this way. Boom, boom. And I see the man say,
no, but if the team playing well, a manager really have nothing to say. He will just
that's not true. That's not true. No.
But what I'm saying, when I look, it wasn't just today. We had a knock against City where we had Turkey in the rondo. Then I guess Arsenal was the same thing when Dorgu scored a goal. Today it was about 5-6 knocks out of the back and we was on the thing. So it's like you're seeing they're playing well now. So like
I would say that if a manager has to be talking to the team constantly in 45 minutes and the first half and second half, that means whatever you're telling them in training or whatever you're looking at in training is not getting through. Yeah. It's not getting through.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
And that is what was going on. That is what was going on with Amber.
Yeah. Let me get this one. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead, Phil.
I was gonna get this one comment in here quickly. And then I'll go back to you, Chef. So, Kurt, good night to you, my guy. He said, good night, fellas. The reason you are seeing this togetherness is because men are playing in their respective roles and being expressive, correct? When Ole was at the wheel as the manager, it was Carrick who was first team coach working behind the scenes. With Ole, Man United was on a 14-game unbeaten run, and you can say it was all Carrick in the background. With Hoyland, he is another piece of the puzzle that would solve this up and up. You think so?
What?
You think so?
He was in Napoli game today. Hoyland scored 2. I don't find he was all that.
Probably a typo. Probably a typo.
Was going so good.
No. He talking about the assistant. He talking about the assistant. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I see you are right though, because Hoyland is H-O-J. H-O-J. Holland. As in right.
No, the Holland. Yeah, the assistant manager. Yeah.
The English coach. Yeah.
Yeah, the English.
Yeah, the English. Yeah.
That's why I'm saying was good.
Yeah. We apologize, Kurt. We apologize. Your comment is on 10 out of 10. We thought you were talking about Rasmus Hoyland, right? But no.
Yeah.
We talk about your comment. Chef, I can mention 2 words and then you take it from there. The first word is Kobe. The last name is Manu. The floor is yours.
call Amarin stinking mother so and so. I don't want to cuss on the podcast, you know, but Amarin could he whole stinking so and so, you know. And everybody else who when I keep on saying Kobe Mino had to be on this team, men make all kind of bullshit excuses. All kind of bullshit excuses.
But he's still young, so he gotta wait, right? He's still young.
Yeah, all that nonsense. So I was leaving Kobe for a little later, but I will just say one thing and then get back to the Kobe. You know what make me smile today though? Watching Manchester United hunt in packs and win back a ball. Listen to me. When you think you pass one of them or you have a ball, Manchester, this incarnation, don't let you be comfortable on the ball for long at all, you know. Especially when it's them lose the ball. Anytime United you lose the ball, they're looking to win back the ball one time. And that is one of the things that really, really impressing me about how the team looking right now, Drew.
I just have one in the say though. They really can't give Casemiro a 1 year extension, right?
It's Casemiro.
We can discuss
I
that
just have 1 year.
We can discuss that later, Chris. We can discuss that later.
No, but what I'm saying is, this is the problem they've been doing all the time, eh? You're going to see Casemiro leave, right? Well, he leaving, right? And then they're going to sign somebody. You don't know how this person going to fit into the team when you could have bring in a player and blend him with Casemiro so he'd get time with the team, he'd play. So next season, you know, you're going to lose Casemiro and then you're going to bring in a man who's going to have to adapt to the team and all kind of thing again.
But we always knew Casemiro. This would have been like Casemiro last season, though. No, Casemiro is not 28 years, you know, it's time.
No. What I'm saying is, that's how we just do transfers. And like, if you watch Pep and go bring in a player from the season before, like they know Ferdinandinho going to leave, but they go bring in a player from before and have blood him into the team now, boy. So when that player leave, you have somebody there to take over now, boy.
No, well,
we can talk about Casemiro later on. I think we gotta focus on the positives where we were told by the previous manager chef that apparently Kobe Manu is playing the same position as Bruno Fernandes, and that's why he can't play. He's too young.
And according to some members of this podcast, that Kobe Mino and all that. Wink, wink. Wink, wink.
Well, let's say the man was the best in the league and thing, and I tell all getting carried away.
And I told you, and we told you, you're talking about the just. Dan, hear what?
Let the man grow into here.
Listen, it's my chance to talk now. I let everybody talk, let me talk now. Don't do like Miguel. When you're wrong, you're doubling down. Hush your backside and just accept you was wrong. So let me
wait, Chef. Let me
finish my point.
Against Arsenal, right? Against Arsenal and against Fulham. No, I think it's against Fulham, right? When Casemiro come off, we concede 2 goals in 10 minutes. We conceded 2 goals, and you could actually see one of the goals. Kobe he didn't mark properly. The ball went over him, and the counter and the score. I sent him the video.
So forget everything else Kobe do for the whole game.
No. Listen to me. The man is good. He's good, but he has certain weaknesses. And playing with Casemiro, you don't see it.
Which player do have weaknesses? You can't do that, Christian.
No, but this is what I was saying. The man, he have potential, but he ain't reached there yet. Let the man grow. All the saying he's the best running. That is not true. Let the man grow.
But Christian, you see the points we were making, and I remember this thing because this was after the City game.
Yeah.
When I come on for a short time.
I remember, yeah.
Kobe Manu at the point in time was one of the best midfielders in the Premier League and was one of the top midfielders for the England national team. I know what comment you make, and I forget I didn't come back to it because I remember it clearly. You talk about how much goals and assists he just get. That is not Kobe Manu game.
No,
Kobe Manu game, that's
all
not-
I'm
wait,
saying,
wait,
let the
wait,
man
wait,
go.
Wait. Kobe Manu game is the pass before the assist. That is Kobe Manu game. You don't have to hear about Kobe in a game for Kobe to be effective in a game.
No,
You
Kobe
have
just control the
certain
game.
midfielders
But
like that.
right,
And
but to be
for
best,
the past four games, Christian, Kobe covered the most ground in his team. Interceptions, accurate passing. He doing defensive work. He making forward passes, the critical forward passes as well. So this
Right,
is
but-
the Kobe we were seeing previously.
right, but
Who was
okay, that
one of the
okay,
best
right. To be
midfielders. So
but to be
talking
best
about
in the
Casemiro
world,
coming off
to be best in the
and-
world, you
and-
have to be scoring and thing too. That's what I'm saying. He don't have that to this game.
You
Yes, he
don't.
do. Okay, we
I can
want people
rebut
to
that. I
be
can
the best.
rebut that. I can
Rodri win a
rebut
Ballon
that.
d'Or,
I can rebut
Christian.
that. So I can rebut that. So
Rodri scored
win
how
a
many
Ballon
times?
d'Or.
He scored.
What was
That
Rodri
is
score
such
to
a
win a Ballon d'Or?
ridiculously
But where
I can
Rodri?
rebut that so quick.
statement. No.
I can rebut
N'Golo
that so
Because
quick.
Kante.
let me see.
And
Let me
N'Golo
see. I
Kante.
was talking. No.
You know my goals can't they score. You know my
I
goals
let
can't they
everybody
score.
on the panel talk, you know.
How much
I
goals
let
can't they
everybody on the
score?
panel talk. I stay
Can't they
quiet.
want to score about
When I
7 goals
start
in the
to talk,
season?
when I start to
What?
talk, you insist.
Go and check it. Go and check it.
You have to disturb me when I talking. So no, I will not disturb you, so I can get back to my point. That what you say there, I don't feel you ever play football in your life though, because you can't tell me that that the mark of a player is he goal scoring and playing that position. No, pal. The Sergio Busquets, how much goal he used to score?
I was just about to call Iniesta and Xavi.
Claude
Makelele.
How much goal he used to score?
No.
That
Your
man
benchmark.
didn't know for scoring or
Oh,
assisting.
thank God you get me to
you know where
Thank God. God is working weird ways.
You know where Messi
My
get
God is
motivated?
my God is a wonderful God.
Anyway, chef, we talking about Kobe Manu and the doubters pre Michael Carrick, and now Kobe Manu no.
But Phil, my whole thing, and the rest of the panel like to talk for people, but I would say this: the rest of the panel, nothing Kobe Manu is doing surprises us. All we were saying is that give the youth a chance, the same chance, and I'll go back to this point a few weeks ago, the same chance that you gave Mason Mount and other injured players to get back into your team. Give a player who was showing all that set of brilliance a chance. That is all I was saying, you know, dog. Amarin used to just walk. Dog, I don't care what nobody tell me. Manuel Ugarte is a shit on us. He not good. He not good no how.
Give him a chance.
Huh?
Give him
Boy,
a chance.
and he was getting chances, dog. That man was
Nah.
getting chances in front of Kobe Manoas.
I mean, yeah.
God, that used to burn me horse every game I think, and I watching this youth, and that's one thing I and real discuss. And Manchester United fans was vexed for when that talk start. But I and Reem did agree. Let him be youth. If all you don't appreciate the youth, then let him go to our team and further his career. Because let me tell you something, he would have been in the World Cup team now. He would have been in the World Cup squad, dog. But no.
Let me ask the question, chef. Is it too late?
Nah, he
It
make
is. I honestly think it is.
He make us sell, but I'm getting
You feel so bad?
I think there's
Yeah.
still a slight possibility, chef.
There's always a possibility. I honestly think if he continues the way he playing till the end of the season, he could make the school. There's as you said, there's a slight possibility that it could happen. But the big to big, and who is, as JP just said, Kobe Mano's job is the pass before the assist for the goal.
So he's the
So
pre-assist.
that man does do everything to lead up to that transition into goal source. And there's absolutely no way you could forget and say, well, he don't score and he don't assist more. Because dog, that is not his game. That is not what he there for. Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes and them were there for. Kobe, job is to work in partnership with Casemiro and to keep the ball flowing forward. And the man doing that, not only is he doing that, Dan, look at Kobe is one of the first players when our winger coming at us, he backing up our wing backs and them. He right there with you. Come now, man. Come now. A simple play that we keep talking about that Manchester United has been getting burned for years now. Ball, a winger go down the wing, and cut back a ball, and it always have an attacking man on the top of the box to slap the ball into the goal. Kobe may not cut off that whole area now. You didn't see, we're not conceding them kind of things. And these is things, I just wonder when men watching a game, if they're just taking all the little things players just be doing.
I want to welcome Reem to the Bacchanal. Better late than never. How are you doing, my friend?
Normal. Good night, everybody. I just changed my name for Christande. Right?
Oh boy. Kobe Manu is the best midfield. Yeah. But let me talk about the first goal. Let me talk about the first goal and
who assist that? Who get the assist for that goal?
Oh Lord, JP.
Tristan, who get the assist for that goal?
Kobe.
JP.
Okay.
JP walk back now.
All right.
No, but all still understand the point I was trying to make, right? All saying best in the world, and at the end of the day, the man.
Nobody said that.
But all saying the man was one of the best in the world. I've always said.
No. Reem.
And then all I say on the Euro one thing. All I said is the man is young, let him grow. He still have to add goal scoring to his assist. When you look at men like
that is not what you said.
Why does he have to
not what you said?
But okay, to be one of the world best, man like Paul scores and I was to shoot from anywhere and score. Paul scores
What about Xavier Iniesta?
But Xavier have over 100 goals. They have over. What I am saying, he still have plenty of a game he have to improve, and that's all I was saying. All I saying, one of the best, and he's not yet. Let the man grow.
Carrick was not a big goal scorer, right?
But Carrick have nearly 60-something goals over that for Man United.
For how much years, Christian?
But he play about 10 years.
Okay.
I'm going to rebut you. Christian, I'm going to rebut you right now. Xavi, when he was playing for Barcelona from 1998 to 2015, you want to know how many goals he had in 505 games? 58. 58. I got to bring Iniesta now.
He world class?
Yeah.
Nah, Xavi shit. Xavi does not
No,
have any goals in his game.
He also played Xavi when he started to look good when he started playing Messi and Neymar, because when Decona was to play over. No, but Decona was to play over him. Okay, how long was playing football? When Xavi became a starter on that thing.
Messi is Messi because of Xavi and Iniesta, Christian.
Messi not good without him?
Dan, what lemon you don't drink? Just lemon, no. So I know not to drink it because you talking real balls tonight. You had to get where what going on with you tonight?
So Messi is not the best player in the world with Jesso?
But Chris, you're missing the point.
Understand what men telling you. Messi's success at Barcelona was down mainly to two players, Xavi and Iniesta. When them fellas and them was playing together, Messi had the freedom to do what he wanted because you know what? There was finding him. And he had Sergio Busquets to back up them fellas and them. How you could even say Xavi was, because Xavi break into the Barca team before Messi, dog. So
no, but Xavi break into Barca team at 26 years old. He was blocked by Ronaldinho and all of them fellas. That's what I am saying. I'm not wrong in saying that.
Make sure that Barca men don't see his post. This thing now.
Let me bring out another stat for Iniesta, right? So Iniesta has played 442 times for Barcelona from 2002 to 2018. And you know how many goals Iniesta has? 35.
Yeah. World class or not?
Nah, he's shit. He's also
World
shit.
class or not?
He is
So,
also
So Kobe
right?
don't have that goals this game then. Just control the game.
No, I
Jesus
could just
Christ.
I could
But Kobe just come up with goals.
I could just
Kobe
Bill, I
just
just want to say
Kobe
something.
just scored in the FA Cup final.
I
He
just
just
want to
scored in
say
the FA Cup final. Who
And
scored
this
in
is
that?
what
It was a Shadow. It wasn't Kobe. Who
so
scored in
this
the
is
FA
what
Cup
I was
final?
this is what I saying. He have
Who
all
scored
I'm saying
against
he's
Wolves?
one of the best hunting, you know.
Who scored against
No,
Wolves? The
I am
goal
telling
against
you,
Wolves.
you go and tell
But he
any other
scored.
fan in the world Kobe Mano is one of the best. He wanna laugh at you.
All right, let me ask the question.
Can I just say something? Because you keep on saying that. Who on this panel said Kobe Mano is one of the best in the world? I want you to see the person who said it.
That's what JP had said.
I
And you
said he was
mad?
one of the best in the Premier League
That's
at the
right.
season, and one of
That's
the best
right.
midfielders for England in the Euros that season.
Correct.
That's what I
That's
said.
facts. And that's facts.
But I want to know if I go in
And that
mad.
is facts. That is
So let me ask.
facts.
Let me ask
Well,
one question.
well then I heard wrong then. Then
No,
I heard
no,
wrong.
you're playing mad because when JP said when JP said that same statement, your comeback was he wasn't even one of the top young players in the league at the time.
Yeah.
So how you going from making that statement to now talking this thing about any world?
No,
Nobody ever said the word.
when he said that, I said, how all I can say that when he wasn't even in the PFA Young Player of the Year, and how you can say he's the best?
You said
Right.
you said he didn't even come third. That wasn't your statement.
No, I said he didn't come in top 3 in the take how all I can say best in the world when he wasn't.
Sorry. Third and 3 is not the same thing. I apologize, sir. Stand, let me go on to the next thing now.
No,
Please.
what I said he was how all I can say best in the world. I probably heard wrong, but I thought I could say one of the best in the world when he wasn't even in the top 3 in the Premier League Young Players of the Year thing. That is what I said.
Let me say one thing about.
Let me ask one
And
question.
I did not say the man not talented or anything like that. And I just said, all getting carried away. Let the man grow.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Chris, and we can move on. Would you agree that Kobe Mano is one of the most talented youngsters of the last probably 3 to 4 years in the world?
This is overall, or you're talking about midfielders alone and thing?
Doesn't matter.
Because it have plenty good players, you know. It have plenty good players.
You forget Kobe Mano is 20 years old, right?
Where's Simeon going?
Yeah. But
Okay,
yeah, I still want to see more consistency from him, and then I could answer that.
But when we talking top youngsters, we're talking like back in the day of Jude Bellingham, Lamine Yamal, Musiala, and Kobe Mano was in that conversation as well too. He's one of the best talented midfielders, young midfielders. Let me get my right words. He's one of the top talented young midfielders under 21 in the world, and I'm gonna die on that hill. He is under 21.
Fine.
So anyway, let me get through some comments here because we have some back now, and I love it. I'm here for it all. Darian on the inside is saying, Amrim came to damage the club. When the team playing so, all the managers we had, even Moyes wasn't that bad, and we all hated Moyes. Amrim can't expect that severance money from that contract.
Yes.
Kurt on the inside again, he's saying we almost lost a gem in Kobe Mano. What I admire about Kobe is how he managed all the media negativity about him. He kept his head down and he kept it moving. Unlike his academy friend who plays for the blue side of London. Shots.
Standing ovation to Kurt, boy. Well done, Orange. Well done.
Somebody sending shots tonight. Kurt again, boy.
Well done, Kurt. Well done.
It's understood that Harry Maguire wants to stay with a reduced salary. I would support this. We can give him and Cassie an extended contract. Well, Cassie leaving, so with 1 year. Yeah, so Cassie already leaving. Kurt.
I honestly think they asked Casemiro to take an extension, and he don't want to take a pay cut. I mean, he already win everything, so he prefer just take his last contract as a big contract and move out, because if he was taken a reduce, he would I think he'd have take it. I don't think he won that.
I
And
feel
why-
so too.
And you can't
because-
why should
you can't vex with him. Yeah, you can't vex with him.
yeah. Because if Maguire, the reports of Maguire willing to take the pay cut, so
Yeah.
Kurt,
Yeah, that's it. That is the difference between the two of them. One willing to take it and Casemiro. He remember that was his last contract, and he going to get plenty more. And the next thing with Casemiro contract with Champions League, them fellas salary going to increase even more.
yeah, definitely.
See, with the if he do sign, if he let contract run down, the new club he's signing for, he gain the what is call it? He gain the he'll get a big fee.
Yeah, a signing on fee.
Signing on
Sign-
fee. So
yeah.
Yeah.
the Casemiro is about the dollars for
Because I rate it. You Casemiro with
it's good
everything that
business.
he had to win,
Yeah, it's true.
Why look for your paper, right?
Yeah.
Kurt is saying Christian was bashing Kobe about 3 podcasts ago and wasn't speaking sense when all you try to explain common sense to the man. No comment, but no comment. You don't have to be top goal scorer to be Ballon d'Or winner. True, very, very true. Darian, Kobe have goals and assists in his game. The youth man is a proper 8, as JP said. The man does break lines and create space for the providers and finishers.
That's right.
Only the 4th start today, and he
No, you have to assist. No, you have to assist. He got assist for Sesko goal last week. 1 week Sesko score. When he crossed in the ball, Sesko score. I think that was on a Fletcher though. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Sesko had for a header and he had crossed the ball. He had 2 assists.
He got the assist for Cunha, and he got the assist for thing today.
Is
I don't
Cunha
know.
going to score?
No,
Yeah.
against
I know he had 2. He had 2. Since he started playing, he had 2 assists.
Against
Arsenal, he got the assist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amorim is a caca hole. I want to go explain to you what caca hole is. Explain that to me.
we prefer not.
Yeah, explain that to me either off the board or whatever, right? So,
Actually, we're going to a hole.
oh,
Yeah.
No, but Ogate wasn't really playing too. It was more Casemiro, Bruno, but he also chose to bring on Ogate over because he wanted to take out Bruno playing in Kobe position.
Because
But
he's
yeah.
a caca.
Yeah. No, but Ogate really not good.
Darren is saying he gonna make the World Cup squad once he stay fit. That's a possibility.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think so because Bellingham, I think Tuchel said the player who taking Bellingham position is Rodgers. I read that today.
But
Yeah,
that's not the position Kobe playing.
Kobe don't play there.
No,
Yeah.
but they already have this fella Elliot Anderson and they carrying Henderson because Henderson having a good season in the league. He there and I can't remember my next player.
If Kobe ball
Rice.
at the end of the season, Kobe could make that side in front of Henderson and Anderson.
Yeah.
Let me guess.
Tuchel's a madman, not a carry.
Yeah, if Kobe continue his form, Kobe will be not playing, right?
He will.
Yeah.
Regardless of the Anderson, Henderson.
Yes, yeah.
But all it does watch Anderson play.
Yeah, it's what
Yes.
Anderson.
The man
Yeah.
similar to Gerrard and he's similar
Yeah,
to Gerrard. He could carry that
Anderson-
ball, he could dribble, he could shoot.
Yeah, he decent. Anderson decent. But what I'm saying is,
Yeah,
with
Kobe
Kobe
better.
fine. Yeah, if Kobe continue like this, Kobe had to be an player. That was Tuchel and World Cup.
Yeah.
Kurt is saying people say Kobe too slow, but Zabi
Nah, Kobe not
Yeah.
slow.
and
Kobe not
Iniesta
slow.
wasn't fast either. Was Mata, and these fellas had high IQ. Very, very true.
Mhm.
Christian completely misunderstood the whole plot, and Christian keep twisting his tongue. Shake my head. Zidane wasn't a big goal scorer either, but hey, like I said, when last I was in here, Christian was on some kind of different cush tonight. Jeez, boy.
Kurt, you're on but what is this, Kurt?
Aaron Jones on the inside, good night. He's saying Christian foot and he mouth bad. We Iron Lion inside, good night. He's saying we didn't win today. There's some sarcasm, right?
We're too happy, boy. We're too happy, boy, Mark. But we're too happy.
Before I go to the next couple of comments, I gotta ask you guys an honest question and be honest with me here, okay? At the end of the season, who are you choosing to be the number one for next season when Onana gets back? Is it Sene Lamens or is it Onana?
That's a real question.
So who
That's a
answers
real
that?
question. Phil, that's a real question.
Fill your border.
That's a real question.
Phil, I feel that coldness in Canada again. Oh, is either that or Kristen send a bottle away drinking for you. Boy, don't do me that nonsense. It's already night.
You see temperature here in Canada, chef?
Yeah, I tell you, I understand, bro. I understand. Dog, I talked to you since last year and tell you, bro, reach for Carnival. You ain't have to worry about no place to stay or nothing, you know. You want to stay in Canada and let it rock your brain now.
I apologize.
Onana could never see the inside of Old Trafford unless he buying a ticket.
So that's the consensus across the whole panel. Sene Lamens will be in the goal for our upcoming season.
No, but if we being real.
Oh Lord.
No. Hold on now. You're talking about a keeper. If you're not talking about a keeper, that means he doing his job. We don't talk about Lamens. We talk about Lamens like 2 games. And after that, yeah, called the man doing his job. When Onana was there every day talking about the keeper. Which side is talking about the keeper? When you're not talking about the keeper doing good. Whole. When Onana there every week we talking about the man, dog. You can't be telling me a podcast and you talking about he, dog.
So you both Sene Lamens for next season then?
Yeah, Lamens at the start. We are talking about a keeper since he did. He get forgotten.
Except when we play mad and say he do have the X factor and we had to blast him for talking that
No, I could just say something. I can just film before you go. I can just say something.
Yeah, do your thing.
When you say, "Oh Lord," just now, it's like Kristen, and then it takes.
I thought he was.
I thought he might as well give it. I thought he might as well say like, hear me out. Onana is not that. Nah. I thought the man was going to like. Try to
I thought he was going left back in there. Yeah.
I thought so too.
Boy, Onana scam me, but when I came about that goal where he was like past the goalpost and the man shoot in an open goal and he just dive.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was like the funniest shit ever. Like.
I know who it was against, but I can't remember the team. But anyway, Christian, you know, Manu was runner up for Golden Boy Award in 2024, right only behind Yamal.
No, I don't think that's correct.
It is correct. Yes, it is. Javid is on the inside. More regard Manchester United only disappointment. Sesko missed. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed.
Yeah, boy.
Here's the thing, right? I'm critical of Bruno, but I actually want Bruno to break KDB and Henry record for assists this season. I actually want him to, and he deserves it. Right?
Yeah.
Listen,
that would have taken it closer, right? So
both Ten Hag and Amram are criminals, right? Because let me tell you something, yeah. Bruno Fernandes is actually a world-class player and one of the best in his positions, if we're being real. And these fellas, because of the way they were playing, they made it just had a narrative, and it's the same kind of thing was happening with Kobe, a narrative around Bruno being the problem in this club. And really and truly, Bruno deserves a Premier League. He deserves it. Bruno deserves a Premier League. Bruno is too good of a player to not have a Premier League medal.
My only issue with Bruno is I don't like when a team placing too much reliance on one player and you're building everything.
And I feel that, and that's why I say I blame those managers for that. Because like it's had to be that they make it so. Because I watching and there was coming to it. I watching the football today and over the last few games, and his options. Bruno is not the first thought. He is not the first pass that man making again.
No,
you're seeing the difference and it actually freeing up Bruno. Because Bruno can play where he wants.
So to JP point then, you see what JP just said? Then obviously it was instructions. Men was going on. The ball had to go to Bruno first.
Yeah.
So let me
No,
ask
but
you,
I think he also demands it because when you look at Bruno, anytime anybody had the ball, he's called fit. But
yeah, he does, and that is good. But at the same time, sometimes they just have a better pass, and men wasn't making the better pass.
And that's what we're saying. Just make the better pass.
Yeah.
And as JP say, it frees up Bruno into better spaces.
Yeah. So when they try to mark him out again, Bruno had the freedom to drop deeper now. That's
Nah,
what
but
they did. Arsenal tried it when we played
Bruno,
Arsenal. And Bruno was able to run deeper because Saliba couldn't follow him in his own half.
no, but Bruno is like very close to Wayne Rooney in terms of how they play. Don't matter what formation they play in. It don't matter if it's a different manager or what. You will still get the same thing from them. They're world class. Bruno free kicks, corner, anything. You're still going to get from Bruno. If you put Bruno centre back, you're still going to get assists from him.
I think one of the things that we always used to ask about, we always used to say, why is the Bruno for Portugal and the Bruno for Man United so different?
Yeah.
And it's because of the same point that JP was just making. The reliance wasn't on Bruno for Portugal. So Bruno allowed now to play his game and he not getting the attention as the main chance creator with that possibility. So Bruno could show up and do what he wants to do. And I think that's what we see now, because I'm looking at options where men passing the ball to Cass, men passing the ball to Cunha, Mbumo, Ahmad. Those are threats. You understand? So Bruno can now show up without being marked or focused on and score. The only person who I think still only passing to Bruno is Dalot. Right?
Yeah. I realized that as well too. Yeah.
Is that
but Dalot putting in some good ball, boy.
Yeah,
Dalot.
Yeah.
No, but he always had the passing. He just real horrible at defending and decision making and thing. But he could have always pass because one or two times he sent some good balls in front of him. But other than passing and control, that fella lost, boy.
Let me ask you a question, Jay, because I was told by other fans that Odegaard is a better player than Bruno. Is that true or no?
Now that's crazy. That's crazy.
I was told that. So.
Never. Look, this fellow who was be on the pod with Rio Joel Beer. He used to fight that point to no end. To no end, he used to fight it, and he come back and had to apologize and say that. He said,
but Odegaard go breaky for trying to rub on Bruno do today.
Yeah, no way. There's no way. They're not even close. Odegaard can't even lace Bruno.
One of Bruno's main qualities is his body feint. Bruno's so small and you just can't take that ball from Bruno because he could do so and men going so. I watched today he turned 5 Spurs men with body feints alone and he slipped it through and thing. The man good.
Let me get through some more comments. I always keep the comments coming. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Jadon Belmore is on the inside. Good night to you. Good night. He's saying, so by that logic, since we're judging players on personal accolades, Wayne Rooney was never a top player because he never finished top 3 in Ballon d'Or. Boy, everybody coming for Christian tonight, boy. It's all good. It's all love, though. You know, this world would be so boring if all of us agreed on the exact same thing. This podcast will only be 30 minutes long. Imagine we just come on the podcast and we agree on everything and we move on, right? So, Simeon, I had to retire. I was a man critic in regards to his recovery speed with Ten Hag, but as the panel told me, in the right system. Okay. And now people are coming for me, boy. Jeez. Phil, you go ask me to choose Lemons over Onana. Want me send some oh jeez, boy. It is legal here in Canada, so feel free to anyway, I can move on from that comment. But I get where you're going, right? Christian is balancing the show. Yeah. I got a fair Ireland said Christian. Ireland said Christian the balance. Oh my god, the balance.
Yeah, boy, live.
You sure you making it exciting? You sure to be excited?
Curtis said, Phil, you go ask me to choose Lamento.
Yeah, we done already.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Phil, Onana over Lemons, you mad or what? Man, Ireland said Onana could come back only to sell his house.
Bye. I don't even feel no realtor that ever sell your house. First to know that would have be treasonous.
No, but when we were signing Onana, I remember my partner sent me a video of the kind of mistakes Onana was making, and I just said if the man improved when I like looking at the current format in Milan, I think, but when he come Man U, them mistakes was there, you know, the silliest of the silly, you know.
Yeah.
I
Criminals,
got two more topics to discuss. Then we go end the pod. I want to talk about a certain player, Lisandro Martinez. How important is he to this running of games until the end of the season for Manchester United?
Very important.
No, he's 5'8", and he apparently he's supposed not to play in the Premier League because he's that short, right? So discuss.
The man who make that comment, hold back the comment there, he apologized and thing, but let me say a stat. They say in his last 6 games he played 55 line breaking passes. The man making, you know, 55, you know. You know how insane is that? In 6 games?
Yeah. Man reading on the game exceptional. He could read the game well, and that's why he don't need to be a big defender. And he could pop with people like Haaland and thing because he could read the game and he's judged the ball well. So he know how to position himself to throw off a striker or to get to the ball before them. And his leadership.
But JP Haaland is 6'5" and Lisandro Martinez is 5'6". How is that a fair battle?
Because the man, as I say, if you can read the game, you don't need to have this. And Haaland, what Haaland do like, and that's what plenty, I don't know how teams realize it. When you bully Haaland, he's
he don't like the physicality at all.
He don't like that, son.
Nah, he don't like that.
But you gotta be physical to fight him too, because he a beast.
Yeah, and Licha is a little
beast.
No,
what I say, Licha like that dog fight. He like that.
Yeah,
but so Haaland not good back to goal. Once Haaland could face you and run at you, Martinez. Martinez.
No, but or make runs on the angles, Haaland will kill you. Because he's real good at. I watch some goals that man will be out of the picture, the camera picture, and then you just see him appear, boom, goal. He exceptionally good at his runs and.
The man say he study Ronaldo Cristiano, no.
No, Christian, would you say that Lisandro Martinez is another creative outlet for Manchester United?
Of course. The man good. That pass alone to Ahmad in the Man City game last season. When Ahmad scored goal. You have a defender doing that. You bound to win games. That's one of that you need.
I got one more question, but let me go through some of these comments here. Then we can ask the last question. Right? Well, I got 2 more questions, but the last one is kind of silly, but the penultimate question is a bit more what we can discuss, right? Where did I finish off here? Javed is saying, not only the end of the season assist numbers, most amount of consecutive games with an assist. Today, that ended. Sesko needs some punishment for that. Too easy to score than that. That was such an easy goal for Sesko to score. You could have called.
No, but he could have taken down and thing too. He didn't have nobody on him. He literally do the first thing he could have do.
Yeah, Keanu was shocked how free he was.
Yeah. Ireland is saying Bruno simplifying his game and it making him more.
And that is what that's our problem has been with Bruno. The Hollywood passes.
1,000%. Yeah.
The Hollywood passes and the petulance.
Under Carrick, the players allowed to trust each other. This makes us better. Bruno, Cunha, or the song. Bruno, Cunha, Sesko, Bruno. Yeah, I get it. Phil, why was that even a question? I mean, you never know. They could be people out there that say, you know what? It's a new manager. Maybe Onana will play better. You never know.
Don't even try to explain it. Let's move on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Phil Christianity.
Yeah.
Just move on.
Simeon is saying only negative note is Heaven and Euro going to struggle for playing time. True. But that's because we knocked out of competitions. Yeah, that's true.
We had to stabilize things, and I think this is what Carrick doing, and it is stabilizing things with going with experience. You have to do that.
But not only that, too, JP. One of the, and you all knew this, all you know this because I talk about it every week. One of my biggest problems with Amarin is why every single game you change your centre back period.
Yeah.
Why every game you have to be subbing your centre backs and them. Bro,
Yeah.
that's something you just don't do. And it was something you still annoy me is every single game. Your first substitution is a defensive substitution, no matter where we is in the game. When watch are the difference with Carrick? Carrick subs, does be attacking subs.
Yeah. And we had to think long term, We had to think long term. We only
Definitely. Then you said them will get a chance.
We had 13 games this season and we're trying to qualify for Champions League.
Yeah.
So next season we're looking at being in Champions League, FA Cup,
everything.
League Cup, and fighting for Premier League, right? So you're going to need your full squad next season. So men can watch it for 13 games and be like, them first going to suffer. Yeah, better they relax themselves. And I mean,
no, but they played enough too. They played a lot. Not like them and play. They play a lot.
Yeah, they get good game time, but now it's time to stabilize and try and put something together. And I think even with Sesko, that's what you're seeing. It allowing Sesko time to grow into the team as well. Because
which was I think was Green who had said this early in the season, which ideally is what you buy him for. You ain't buy him to come to Manchester United and boom, lead the line. Let the youth grow into a position, give him some time, and eventually he will be the man because young.
He will be the main man, yeah. So now you have a front line of Premier League proven attackers and a back line of Premier League proven defenders. So that's what Carrick doing in the team. It's stabilizing things. So you're not putting men in a situation where Sesko had a score because you're going to hear about the price tag and you're going to hear about he need not that good and it's our next Highland and this and that. So what Carrick doing, to me, I see it making sense. It's 13 games. Men getting the minutes. We have 13 more games. Believe. 21. Believe. Believe.
We're gonna feed off of JP's comment. We can also feed off of like this comment and this comment as well. So going to the next question. But let me get this one comment here before the momentum dies down. Guys, I know we spoke briefly about Anderson being a dynamic midfield, but the Colombian that we bought is of similar mold to Kante and Caicedo. I totally forgot we bought a Colombian, you know. I think he's like 16.
But he is 17 years. He's
still young. He's still young, yeah. We're not going to see him now.
Yeah, probably him and who's the other young midfielder we got again?
He going to be
Kone.
Yeah, he going to the next club that owned by NUS, something with L, the French team.
No, Leo.
No.
Luzano something. So Luzano.
Yeah, the other is like Manu feeder club now. I think think owning them as well in news.
Yeah. Sido Kune and this other Colombian guy, we gotta look at them.
Yeah, we bought some young striker and send them there too.
2-3 years, maybe they can get a sniff into like the first team. You never know, right? So, United winning road march according to Aaron Jones. Aaron is saying school, Calypso, Monarch, and JP was talking about Believe 21, right? It's 21 or 22? No, 21. Yeah, because Van Persie had 20 on the back of his shirt, right?
Phil, sorry, it have a comment from Lion that I think is a good point with regard to the Sesko thing.
All right, Lion is saying Sesko getting a lot of chance to score even though he getting less time on the pitch. Yeah. I totally agree.
They're looking for him.
No, but our next thing with this United side, by when they're under pressure, they just score and thing. Like even in Mbemo, I see a ball Bruno cross in the box, and Ahmad put it down for him, and Mbemo hit it over the bar, boy.
Yeah, I
Yes,
saw
And
that.
he don't in a dead. If we need a goal, he's scoring that, you know.
I saw
Yeah.
that. I saw that. Now, yeah, as JP said, that was within the first like 30-something seconds, right? So, based on the last 4 games that we've played, do you guys think that we can continue this run of form?
Yes.
Why are you guys so confident? What's the difference between these last 4 games under Michael Carrick and the other games under the other guy? What gives you the confidence to think that we can actually continue this run of form?
Because we actually
Because he was looking horrible under the other guy.
It's sustainable football you're seeing. Even when we were getting results on Amarim, we were coming here and talking about it. We gain a win, but the football not sustainable. It not looking like something that could take you forward. What you're seeing here, we could beat anybody other, and we have beaten the best. To be real, we actually beat the best. We didn't just happen to win those games. We played good football and beat Arsenal. Arsenal scored a rugby goal on us, and what was the other one? So when you look at the goals now, we actually consider not Carrick. We're not considering like no big mistake goals. You're not seeing the mistakes in the team again. You're not seeing the open spaces in midfield. You're seeing the compactness in the team. You're seeing the team defending as a unit. You're seeing the team attacking as a unit. So you're seeing sustainable football under Carrick. So there's not, yes, a little delusional and a Lenny hype gets him a little bit because I haven't felt this way in a long time. So yes, but at the same time, the logical part of me and the footballing sense part of me, you're seeing football that is sustainable. You're seeing football that will allow you to win games. So that's why I'm confident. Like, if we go on a 13 game, continue and win the rest of the games for the rest of the season, I genuinely wouldn't be surprised. Because the way we play now, anybody could get it.
Now, but Doug, you have to admit the spirit in this team and whole vibe in this team is so, I don't know, boy. I still trying to figure, the same way we were saying, we don't know what to say about the team under Amarin. We just don't know. That is like the switch just flipped.
Stranger things. We was in the upside down with Amarin.
Let me ask a question. You're saying that under the previous manager, we don't know which Manchester United will show up, but now under Michael Carrick, you know which Manchester United is going to show up. That's what you're saying?
Yes. We sure we're gonna get fight. We sure we're gonna get some guile, some kind of bravery, and we definitely sure we have goal scorers. The goal scorers that we pay all our millions for last season to bring them. Look at them now.
And don't give Amarim no credit for that. I seen men playing about Amarim window. They don't know Amarim because Amarim wanted Emi Martinez
and Guy Carres.
So they know Amarim. They don't give no praise for that.
One of the things a lot of people were asking is whether or how the team go play against a low block. And if you look at how Spurs set up today, they try to frustrate us. Right? They try to frustrate us, sit deep, and they were just waiting for a mistake to pounce on it and get a goal. They didn't come to play football today.
Nah, they didn't. Right? They come to save themselves.
But what gave me the confidence that, perhaps we could be all right against a low block team, is I saw some of the line breaking passes from the back and the runs that Ahmad was making the diagonals.
Yeah.
And he get, I think it was 2 chances he get, and it was just a couple inches off. Yeah. And sometimes those are the kind of runs and passes and decisions that will, because sometimes when a team sits in a low block, all you need is to score 1 goal in it.
And open them up.
And open them up because they know how to come out. So a little more based on what I saw today. Not much Fulham, because I thought Fulham was a little more of a open end-to-end game. But
Yeah.
because I knew how Spurs came to frustrate us, and to see how we were playing the ball through the lines on the ground, we were always playing those line breaking passes on the ground, playing it into feet, and we were getting those nice little 1-2s on the 18-yard box line. Those things showed me that once that worked, we could break down a low block. You understand? It's not exact maths, but you're seeing the idea that we have a plan and the players to break a low block. And if that don't work, then watch me. We have Sesko to bring off the bench to settle long balls in the box. We have Casemiro to push up in the box. So a lot of people were talking about whether we could, as a counter-attacking team or a transition team. But I've seen where these players could hold on to the ball, move the ball through the lines, be patient, be press resistant, and still create chances and create enough chances. I've seen patterns in the attacking third earlier, and I keep asking where the repetition? Why are we not seeing that under the previous manager? Now I seeing things. I seeing where a man know where he's supposed to be and what he's supposed to do. Before, men was looking like they're freestyling out there and they don't know what to do and they're frightened to make certain moves. So I not say this football thing is a very funny game. So I'm not saying that we figure it out. But what I saw today, I think we could handle a low block based on some of the ideas that I saw that they were trying to do today.
Definitely, I agree.
Yeah. And one thing to add to that, you know what I noticed with the team as well? We recycling the ball. So before how the team used to look, you had a line on the 18-yard box, and then you had nothing in between, and then you had the defense. Now you're seeing where we have midfielders actually occupying the midfield. You have others going further forward, and that's allowing us to not just try to score every time. We actually recycling the football and trying to break down teams. And that is where, to go to your point, of breaking down our low block, it will come in because you're recycling the football, you're drawing men out of position. So that way you're creating space to then play a good pass.
Hey, but that defender from...
Let me ask you a question, Christian. I can ask you a question. We saw in the Arsenal game and the Fulham game, both teams managed to equalize against us, but our heads didn't drop. Why was that?
No, well, we ain't sitting back and the confidence high, and they're playing to win. They were looking to, like, we ain't sitting back. Like, I saw this under Tenag, under Amorim. When we tend to score and we go on top, I find we dominating each side. We having plenty chances, and from time we score, we go to this kind of sit back and absorb pressure to counter and thing. But that's not really how I was always messaging, like, how we playing so good, we score and then we just lost control of the game. Why is that? Like, if we continue playing the football we play, we would score more and you'd win. I also always be confused by that. And you're not seeing now, not correct. Robert, I was just making this point. This fella from Spurs, by that defender, Van der Ven. If Maguire leave, he's a real good signing to make. He real solid.
Well, he's playing the left side. He's playing the left side, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If he was the right side, definitely good defender. But
the man ball carrying anything real good, boy.
That's the best player on Spurs.
Very quick.
Fellas, we got one more game during the week before this fella gets his haircut.
I tell you, that play that game like a final, boy.
Yeah. This guy has gone, I think, over 1,000 days. I think the last time he cut his hair was 2024. And we got a game versus West Ham. Now, West Ham is in a little bit of form. They beat Spurs, they beat Sunderland, they scored 2 goals versus Chelsea, they beat Burnley away just now today, and now we got to go away to play West Ham. The confidence is high, but is this as big as a test as the last 4 games? And do you think that we could pull off a result versus West Ham away?
Why was some getting licks?
I see it like this, right? The more you become a threat and the more you win, is the more teams will focus on you. You know,
Yeah.
not that teams don't do the homework, you know, but
Mhm.
the better you become, and the more of a threat you become, and the more you move up the table, is when teams will pay a little more attention to you. You know, so I expect normally we are going and play teams that you could have seen teams wasn't fearing Man United. You know? You could have just
No.
look at how teams used to approach our games.
But
But now I could tell you teams will be sitting down and coming up with a plan, not how to beat we, you know, but how to not get beat, how to frustrate us and try to
Yeah.
make something. So I think West Ham plan will be to frustrate Manchester United. They're going to do the same thing Spurs do. I do expect West Ham to come out and play no kind of football. I'll be honest with you. If they do that, well, then somebody didn't do the homework, right?
The Gaelics.
But yeah, and I think we'll beat them, right? Because
No,
I
but
do think we our attackers are, you know, a lot more clinical, right? They're taking the chances, right? Yes, we missed a couple today, you know, but I think for the most part we have been finishing our chances, right? So I expect, and it's a home game, West Ham need as much points, so they will celebrate 1 point as three. You know what I'm saying? Once they don't lose, because they need every point. So but I still, even saying that, I do believe that we have the ingredients to beat them.
no, but one thing, West Ham is like we Horo side, eh? Them just be like last season they beat we twice. This season they was playing rubbish and we play way better than them and then they come and they score on the Amarim. They come and score a corner, come into the end of the game and draw that game and thing. As a side we just tend to play better and somehow they still pull off our draw and thing. But
That's on
me I see
that.
that
That's on
happen.
that.
Me I see that happening.
Yeah, we allow that to happen. We had managers, I would say, who allow those things to happen. Just like with Spurs. Spurs was never no bogey team for Man United. That was
Correct.
never a bogey team for us. We
No,
make
but
them
since
those managers.
2022, no. Since 2022, we ain't beat them at home.
No, but what I'm saying is these managers who make it that way, because Spurs was never no bogey team for us. It was, come on lads, it's Spurs. When Spurs was leading 3-0 at halftime, they all forget tell them for us.
it's
It's
Spurs.
Spurs. And we
Yeah,
come
but
out and hit them 5.
Oh, let us check this picture. Eh? I don't know how you can how you just share that thing. I don't know if you can see it. That is
You got to remove your background first and then share it and then.
all right.
Anyway, let me get through some comments while Chris tries to figure that out. Kurt is saying, I love how
Send it for me, Christian. Send it for me.
Okay.
I love how the butcher takes his time to scan the field. Yep. And place his passes that split players. You also see this with Aiden Heaven as well. The way he would rest his foot on the ball briefly to scan the field and then place his passes to split players. I totally agree. Aaron is saying, when we win that one, I grow in a ras for next week.
They grew it back.
That man, they had to bring that man in the middle of Old Trafford on the halftime and change.
But you know the man amassed 1 million followers.
Yeah.
But you went
Yeah, he get
totally
paid.
viral.
He got famous for that dog. He
Imagine you were famous for not cutting it.
And
on that ESPN, everybody sharing that. Everybody had that on the story, you know.
I tell you, boy, the man, he bad.
Let me go through some more comments here. Jerome is saying, right now, teams afraid of us, so that will be in our favor. For almost 6 years, we haven't had this. Still is a short time. Let's see if it translates back to opponents shaking when they walk into Old Trafford. And that will be the day, boy. That will be the day. Curry saying, I believe West Ham would
I could say something real quick, Phil.
Yeah, do your thing, yeah.
You know, the Man United of old was always a real quick transition team. But the fact that now we're taking with time we building the players, JP, so we recycling possession, we still beating you. It's really a different kind of licks and a different kind of way to, approach the game. And that's really encouraging, boy. We're taking with time, we're not going to talk about we being patient, but we still beating you, we're still creating chances, we're creating opportunities. Cunha, Mbumo, Ahmad, Bruno. Nah, boy, I think we're looking real good.
Yeah, but I feel Ferguson wants to do Obia, but the kind of lineup this man was a pour out 8 defenders and beat Arsenal 3-0 and thing, you know. But I can't remember that game. This man was to be playing a very average team, probably less than average, and winning the Premier League, you know.
Yeah,
Because
but I don't know.
You were very clinical too. We didn't need 100 chances.
But still,
imagine Cleverly have a Premier League medal.
Yes,
Yeah.
Chef. I don't know what just Fergie used to be doing with them fellas on them by.
Because if you look at Pep from January last year to January this year, sign a whole side, you know. He make over 12 signings, you know.
And he's still complaining.
Exactly. When we beat them, you know what Pep say? Them have something Man City don't have, and I want to know where we have that them have.
The charges. We have the charges.
Let me share that image that Christian was trying to share just now. Once I get it on my screen here, I think this is what Christian was trying to say. So let me see. Share screen, window. This here, maybe. This is it here. Let me just remove that comment there. And this is actually a true comment, because I could go crazy like JP and I say I think we can actually finish 3rd or 2nd. I think so.
Yeah.
I think we can finish 3rd or 2nd, my guy.
Aston Villa right there, then.
The draw today as well too.
And if City lose or draw tomorrow, it's the same. I think it's 4 points.
Yeah, I want that Liverpool and City game to end in the draw, though.
Yeah, we could take that going to far draw.
Yeah. Perfect. All right, let me get through some more comments and then we can look to wrap it up. And I think this question is being asked by quite a lot of people. But before I get to that question, let me just read Jerome's comment. That come on, lads, at Spurs thing was reversed about 4+ years now. It coincided with our CM weakening. The lack of fear versus us has been a slow and steady thing since only last year. We have to bring it back slowly. And then the question from Lion that everybody is asking: do you think character?
And after this question will be asked every game.
Every game, yeah, every game.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
Yes. I wanted to, because I was waiting to talk about this before we end the pod. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we have to consider it. And I don't want to hear nothing about if Luis Enrique available. We have to take him over Carrick. Why?
Bro,
why do we have to?
There's absolutely no way.
No, but I'm going to tell you something. There's one thing the Glazers been do, but that fella, he scores real conflict and thing. You see what he's doing PSG right now? Them ain't want that problem. Them ain't want that. Them ain't going to do that at United.
We don't need it because here my thing, right? If you're looking at people talking about like the caliber, he don't have the experience, blah blah blah. What experience Pep had when he took over Barcelona? And that team was a serious team, and he made some serious decisions in that team with Eto'o and Dino and thing, and end up having a very successful run. Company get relegated with Burnley, and look what happened.
Listen to me.
Company, and look what going on. So why
I have never seen no other manager more lucky than Vincent Kompany. Jesus Christ.
No, but the thing with Kompany, when he was at Burnley, they make over 100 points in championship and thing, but the level from the championship to the Premier League, he still played that same style of football, but he didn't have good players.
Right,
Like
and
the,
I
the,
think
the
what
level.
Carrick was doing very well at Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
He was doing
Don't,
very well at Middlesbrough. So now we
when
have
Carrick
better
when Carrick
players.
was at Middlesbrough, he's the man who bring up Rogers. As Rogers was
Exactly.
playing good under
And he
he.
brought them, they were close to going out of the championship, and he brought them very far up, close to qualifying to get into the Premier League. So my thing is, if Carrick doing it with better players, then it shows that he has the caliber, but he didn't have the players at Middlesbrough to execute. Now
No,
we're
but
seeing, and it's not just about Carrick, because remember, he have a coaching staff with him too. Look, he credit for the set piece routine. Is Johnny Evans he credit for that? He
Yeah.
says Johnny Evans
yeah.
to come up with that. So it's
No,
the
but
whole
let me say
team.
something. If you're losing your best players every season, you're not going to be good. Look at Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace was playing good football, and the top players just leaving them, and look where they is now.
Yeah, boy.
That happened to Carrick. He bring up a set of good players. This fella was scoring real plenty for him. He gets sell. Roger was playing good. He gets sell. That is going to happen. Look, even when you look at Wenger was keeping Arsenal on top four, but he could not challenge because every season he top players leaving. So you can't really judge Carrick. And he was doing well, and he said a lot of players and they drop.
And we need to stop we make the mistake with Ole talk. Carrick is not Ole. Carrick is not Ole. And it is unfair to say that they shouldn't take a chance on Carrick because of what happened to Ole.
No, but first of all, when we was making we was deciding who we want between Ole and Carrick, I had said if you're bringing a manager, bring Carrick, because Ole wasn't the coach the players, it was Carrick and McKenna. Ole was to pick the team. He was more of a manager than a coach. But one thing Carrick have under him, he was under Sir Alex, he was under Bangal, he was under Jose Mourinho, he was even under Ole. So it's a set of top man. Well, excluding Ole, he was under a set of top managers, so he would learn plenty.
No, but Ole don't even deserve the disrespect that he just gets there.
No, true. But I just say
because apart from what we see now, the best football we see since Fergie left was under Ole, and nobody can say otherwise.
Let me get some predictions. Let me get some predictions for West Ham, and then we can let it wrap it. Chef, this person is asking, are we still on? I don't know what that means. Okay, thumbs up for that. Ace Lynch is saying late but present. Also saying attractive football, not getting carried away but enjoying it. No, I think that's most of us, right? Well, JP
I get
no.
carried away when I know, but I'm back and forth with it.
For sure. Jerome is saying the players we bring in will be more important than the manager once whoever we get has a good set of coaches. I think we need to hire Steve Holland long term. He is a key member of empty staff. Yeah. And then last
I would say though that if it's hard for a man to win 90 to 95% of his games and not be in serious consideration for the long term. So that's what I would say when it comes to the Carrick thing right now. He is impressing me a lot. I'm not saying it, but I will answer that Carrick thing further down at the end of the season. But for now, he's looking real good.
No, but my only thing to that is that right now he's the interim. Nobody really, and he winning anything, but nobody anything. But you see, from the time he become manager, the critics we gonna be playing good and we win 1-0, and they gonna be saying all kind of thing. And the pressure. Interim
had nothing to do with that. If Carrick was losing, they would have been slaughtering him right now.
Yeah.
Interim.
No, I don't think so. But if you look at it right now, we playing the best football in the league. We are the best player in the league, and long may it continue.
Yeah, we can stick with that. Let me get through some of these comments here, where Ireland is saying Tuchel is a problem. These men just always go to war with the board. We just have to have solid recruitment, and I think Carrick could get a shout. Iron is saying McKenna and Carrick was responsible for Ole Ball. Iron, I see what you say with Tuchel and De Zerbi. We've then fallen out with the board. but do you see Carrick as a yes man? David is saying Carrick in, not just based on results, but the performance that is different.
Yeah.
Aaron is saying, if a man coaching the team and have the right players, being a yes man is not a subject.
Facts.
And then Aaron is saying, is Manchester United, the critics always there. But before we end the pod, give us your predictions versus West Ham on Tuesday night.
2-0 West, 2-0 Manchester.
I'm going for 3-0.
3-0, boy. Okay. What about you, Kristen?
I say 3-0 as well.
I see West Ham in a little bit of form. I might say 3-1, but a clean sheet away to West Ham. I even taken a 1-0, honestly. But these guys got more in the tank than that. I don't think we've beaten any team by less than 2 goals. No, I don't think so. Arsenal, Fulham. Yeah. We scored 10 goals in 4 games. So that's obvious, right? So yeah.
Yeah.
The thing, although West Ham in form, if we having more of the ball and we attacking like how we attacking, them are really going to get more chance. So I say 3-0.
Jerome is saying West Ham 2-1 or 3-1, they will score a corner. Fair enough. All right, guys, it was a very long podcast, but it was well worth it because at the end of the day, therapy sessions were before Carrick, and now you feel a bit more lively, you feel a bit more energetic, you feel to express yourself now. Just like the players on the pitch, we can express ourselves here on the pod as well too, right? So, and as always, I can never do this. I always have to do you guys justice by saying thank you, JP, Christian, and Chef Simeon, and Chef and Reem for jumping on. I've been your host because tonight. Final comment from Kurt. He is saying he's going 3-1 to Manchester United on Tuesday. And I am more leaning forward to that. Anyway, have a great Saturday night, and may Manchester United long to put smiles on our faces and make the haters press backspace. Good night, everyone.
Yeah, man.